Blog Talk Radio.
Hi, everyone, beloved gods and goddesses. Welcome to a very special day. Today is March the 7th, a Thursday in the evening, and of course it's 2019. And we're so happy for all of you that are able to be here for this very special call. And I just wanted to tell all of you that it is special because we have two very special guests. The first one is Rick Bergen, who is the CEO and co-founder of Vibrance Company. We're going to hear more about him in a short while. It's all about zero-point technology and EMF protections and stuff like that. And then, of course, we have Joe Blanton, who's worked with Vibrance for many years already. And his history is, he's going to share that with you as well. And he's all about wellness and health and wisdom. He's also a wonderful coach, for all, in terms of healing for the body, etc. So he'll be on the call. I will bring him in shortly. So I have both of them on the call with us now, but before we begin, and Rick and Joe, we normally do before we begin our calls is we have like a little short invocation. So let's go ahead, everyone, and get started with that. So to begin with, all, and I just wanted to let everyone know also is Billy and or Zora is also here to listen to this wonderful call we have. And probably near the end or somewhere in between, I have a feeling Zara is going to come in and say a few words. So with that, let's get started. Everybody just get yourselves nice and comfortable, and let's take a few deep breaths in, bringing in golden white light of healing, of protection, of love. From the top of your head, just bring that swirling, beautiful, wonderful energies of love and light and protection through your head, down your shoulders, to your fingertips, all the way down your neck, through your torso, down your legs. Just feel that. Feel that high vibrational frequency going down all the way down to your tip of toes and out into Terra Christa or Gaia. And do that again, three more times if you like. Just nice and easy, bringing all of that beautiful energy to relax you, to get rid of all of the lower energies that we no longer need or want in our space, within our beings. Get rid of all of the aches and pains that are still there, that are stuck. Get rid of all of that. Let it all flow out through your toes as it is transmuted and transformed as it enters into hollow earth and inner earth. You breathe, relax, and here we go. This is our invocation coming forth from Saint Germain's Violet Flame. I am my I am presence. I breathe light and love into my heart center. I am the temple of love and light. I call forth the full power of the violet flame of forgiveness to transmute the causes, core effects, habits, records, and memories of every thought, feeling, word, or action I have ever expressed in any time frame or dimension, known or unknown, that reflects anything associated with things such as poverty consciousness, victimhood, separation, powerlessness, low vitality, suffering, ill health, disease, misuse of male or female energy, misuse of power, self-hatred, shame, belief in being bad, fear and rage, negative judgment and prejudice, attachment to people doing things my way, or lack and limitation of any kind. So with love and light and letting go forgiveness as my intentions, I blaze the violet flame through every atomic and subatomic particle and wave of precious life energy that has my signature on it in any place and time that reflects anything less than the infinite perfection of my God or Goddess self. I trust my God, Goddess self, and Creator, Mother, Father, God, Source to transmute every speck of my being into the highest love and light, health, and abundance that I am. I ask my I Am Presence to fill the space with a golden light and love of Source, Prime Creator, Mother, Father, God's infinite light, love, health, and abundance. Now, and in the name of my God, Goddess self, I accept this as accomplished, and so it is. I know it, and it is done. Another big deep breath in, filling that space with the highest of vibrational frequency that is available to us now. You should feel that high level of vibrational frequency now. And let us begin now with our show. And so I'm going to bring forth our wonderful guest today. And first of all, let's go ahead and bring in Joe Blanton. And let's see if I could go ahead and unmute you. Here we go.
Can you hear me now?
Welcome, Joe. Thank you for being here on our Zora Apollo Earth Blog Talk show. Welcome.
Well, thank you, Jane and Billy. It's a pleasure to be here. Can you hear me okay?
Okay. Oh, we can hear you beautifully. I just want to let the people know a little bit, and then we certainly would love to be able to hear more a little bit about your story. And I just want to let people know that you've been working with Vibrance for quite some time, have been working with Zero Point Technology for a while, and we also know that you're all about wealth and health. And of course, with all of that comes wisdom, and we welcome you to our show today. So tell us a little bit more about, how you got to where you are, a little bit about your past, how you came to your healing, and we'll let you go ahead and take over the floor, and then I know that you can go ahead and bring in Rick whenever you're ready. So thank you, Joe, for being on our call today.
All right. Thank you very much, Jane, for having me here. It's a pleasure. And I'm really excited about the higher vibration that we're all moving into. My story started about 70 years ago. That's what they tell me. And I had a real rough birth. So born a blue baby, breech, cord around my neck, heart stopped beating. And the whole story, at 7 months old, had a major operation where they took out my appendix and some other stuff. So I grew up on penicillin with asthma, hay fever, sinuses, and more allergies than you can imagine. And I had my last asthma attack on the flight line out at Nellis in 1970. And I started looking to heal myself holistically. So basically what I normally tell people is I stopped listening to doctors about 45 years ago, and I've been healthy ever since. So back then, we didn't have near the technology, but I was able to hook up with a chiropractor and some massage therapist, and I did a lot of pretty intense cleansing and detoxing, and in about 1.5 years, 2 years, I healed myself of all of it. And like I said, I've been healthy ever since. So I've been on the path a long time. I've seen a lot. I've done a lot of it. I've used myself as a guinea pig on most of it. And a little over 10 years ago, I came into Zero Point Energy Awareness. And then I met Rick and, saw the red laser and all the technology he had put together, and it was cleaner than what I'd been working with. I'd been working with another company for a couple of years, playing with it and trying, seeing what I could do. But with Vibrance, the energy was just so much cleaner and clearer. And so I've been working with Rick for almost 10 years, and I've seen some amazing healings it's all about self. I tell people it's self-healing or no healing, okay? Because doctors don't heal, drugs don't heal, surgery doesn't heal. And not that there's not a time and a place for each of them, but, it's all about our own vibration. And so the reason I'm, here still is this is the cleanest, highest vibration energy that works with the body to entrain the body up to where the body then heals itself. And the other thing I like about it, it's all documented scientifically of how it works. And so, I work with Rick directly. He's always working to enhance the technology and make it cleaner and even more effective. And so we just have a lot of fun helping people help themselves heal themselves. And so I'd like to go ahead and turn it over to Rick to explain a little bit about, this G5 fear that's being instilled in everybody and how, there's really individually nothing to be concerned about because we can take care of ourselves and our loved ones. So I'd like to introduce everybody to the CEO and founder of the company, Mr. Rick Bergen. Rick, you there?
Hello, Rick.
Hello. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Thank you, Rick.
Okay. All right. So, Jane, I want to thank you and Billy for having me on the call and on the show. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited about what we're up to and what you're up to and have been for many years. And as you know, that much has happened over the last few years. And we've continued to advance the technology. Just to give you a little background or give your people a little background on myself. And I've been in the direct sales industry for a long time. And in 2001, I got hired by a company to set their company up with this technology. And at that time, I didn't know anything per se about it, or I think it might be better said that I didn't remember that I had worked with this technology in many lifetimes, and it really is what I call cutting-edge ancient technology, because it has been around for millions of years, and we're just re-accessing the information to use it again. We're at that time in our global shift or universal shift that is bringing a lot of these modalities forward and a lot of this information that has always been here but hasn't been accessed for a while back into the consciousness and accessible. So I got reacquainted with all that and began to remember how powerful it was, and I really began to see the results. And there's nothing better than seeing results. It's one thing to have a belief about something that someone told you. It's another thing to actually see results. And as I began to see results with myself and my family and friends, it became very clear to me that this really was the time for this technology. This really was the time to bring it back to the forefront of our society, and to really assist people in remembering who they are, why they came here, what they're up to, and the fact that we can use this technology to assist in raising our consciousness to the better understanding that we create all of it. We have the ability to heal all of it. And that's really what the company is about, is, using the technology as a tool or a stepping stone for us to get from where we're at to where we're going with this clearer consciousness and understanding of what it's all about and how to actually heal myself literally without any tools, how to actually effectively protect myself from whatever I need to protect my field from and my being.
Okay, everyone. I think we lost Rick. Let me go see if I can bring him back up. Okay, I'm going to have to give him a call back. All right. You know, it's, as someone had said, you know, it is, I don't really keep track of astrology, but I know that Mercury is retrograde. Sometimes it affects communications and such, and I don't know how we created that it would be that way. But anyway, okay, I think we're getting him back here. Let's see. We're calling Rick.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. At the tone, please record your message.
Uh-oh. Okay, let's, I'm going to bring, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and get, let me see, 469. Hey, Joe, I got you on the line.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, Joe? Yeah, I
yes.
got to get a hold of Rick, so I'm going to, let me see if I can get him in again.
Okay. I can text him if you want,
yeah.
and he may still be talking. So, you know, he doesn't know he was disconnected.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So let me text him. Maybe this is him coming back.
Maybe we'll get him. Here we go.
Yeah, it's ringing. So.
Hello.
Hey,
okay, I don't know. Where did you lose me?
Hey, Joe, when did we lose him? I don't know when we lost you. I think you were talking about. Oh my goodness. Well, we know that you talked a little bit about your past, and then you were talking a little bit now more about the technology, and you know, you started back in 2000. Yeah. So,
we create everything so we can heal everything. Is kind of where you left.
Right. Yeah, that's what I got. Right. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. What was that, Joe?
You were talking about how we create everything. You know, everything is a frequency before it's a manifestation. It's a vibration before it's a manifestation. So we created it, and we can heal it without technology.
There you go. So, what I've ventured to continue to do is, as Joe mentioned, continuously raise the vibration of the products. And sometimes it's a matter of a new additive or a new frequency, or you know, that are, you know, brought to me, if you will, that show up in my space, and after we do some testing, and now we've got some great testing going on, because not only do we do all the energetic testing, you know, we do the blood work, we do microscopy, you know, to see what's happening at that physical level, in addition to what's happening at the energetic level, the GDV camera, you know, so we can see that we're actually making a difference in the field, because once you understand that we're all vibration and that our biofield is really the connection point to all that is and everyone else, and that keeping our biofield in a healthy state is really, really so important, because it really is. Our physical body is a reflection of what's going on in the biofield around the body. And so if we take our cues from the biofield, we're going to a lot more effectively get to the heart of the matter, if you will. And if we have products and consciousness to assist us in protecting that biofield and keeping it healthy, wellness is a natural byproduct. And, you know, that's really what we're up to with the products. That's really what we're up to with our understanding of where we're going as the planetary vibration continues to rise. And whatever we can do to assist in that, that's what we're here for. So that's kind of the long, short version.
Rick?
Yep.
You know, just I know that's a short version, but I think for the for the new people, we're talking about 0 point technology, and when you talk a little bit about what kind of how do you get there? How has that been developed? And scientifically, I know that you have a doctor that's on board, who also helps to bring more credibility to the validity of a 0 point. But maybe you could talk a little bit more in terms of, like, if you talk maybe about one of those products, we could talk a little bit about 5G and EMS and the technology behind that and how you came to that, and maybe they'll also better understand how the other products work. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's really a basis of all of it, if you will. The whole purpose of all the products is to enhance the biofield. Okay, and to do that, all substances have their specific frequencies that are going to affect the biofield. And what we've done is the 0 point technology is really the ability to add, call human blueprint frequencies, to substances, to devices, to our lasers, to our pendants, to our earth hearts, to all of our products, so that they become essentially a delivery system for information to enhance the biofield. So not only do you get the basic benefits of all the products that you would get anyway from various minerals, from the pendants, the vibration of the mineral of the pendant, the vibration of the essential oils that are in some of our products. You get all of those vibrations or frequencies, but then you get a whole host of additional information, vibrational information, that because we're using those products as a storage place for the additional information, and essentially the additional and mineral frequencies that are added so that we can enhance all the products. To take them really to a new level, because everything that we eat, drink, breathe, and think, are frequencies, and we're delivering information or we're receiving information from all these substances. And, we eat food. The purpose of eating food really is for the frequencies or the energy patterns that exist in the food that enhance the field and actually fuel the body, but not in the way that most people think. It's really about bringing them into resonance. So the whole goal with the 0 point technology is to accomplish resonance in the body, in the field, so that wellness can be the natural byproduct of it. And we've done a couple things that are pretty unique. For instance, if we go and we look at our EMF products. So EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies, we've known for a long time. I'm not going to say a long time. Let's just say we've known for a while publicly that they're a problem. But they've really been brought to the forefront most recently with this new cutting-edge technology called 5G, because it's so much more powerful. The vibrations are so much more powerful that the effect on the physical body or on the biofield, and then the reflecting occurrence in the physical body is slowly becoming apparent. Now, it's just now getting out there. We're just now hearing about it. And what we've done is we've taken our earth hearts and our, which are plant and mineral frequencies. Now, what's different about this product in particular is that if you look out there, there's a lot of companies that have devices of some kind that they stick on your phone or you stick on your computer or you put on any electronic product. And they're great products. I got to tell you, I've tested many of these products, And the purpose of most of them is to disrupt or block the field, block the information to some degree, so that the biofield is less affected. And there's a lot of good products. Now, what we've done that's unique is that we always go back to nature. We've created this biofield. We've created this this biosphere field that is the planet, and everything is connected, and everything that's been created is there for us to use in a cooperative way. So what we did is we looked back to nature, because if you look back to nature, the answers are always there. We've created it all in a complete manner. And there's plants and minerals that have a transformative effect on EMFs. And you can actually see this out in nature. You can see this if you look under high power lines, and most of us are learning that, people and animals who live under high power lines, typically the cancer rate is like 80% higher, which obviously means that these EMFs being emitted from these power lines is affecting our biofield, and then it's affecting our physical body. Well, you can look to nature and see that there's certain plants that thrive actually under high power lines. They just grow immense, like thistle, for instance. Thistle has the ability to transmute EMFs from a coherent waveform to a coherent waveform and use it actually as a fuel, if you will, or a vibration to assist its own existence. So there's 10 plants that we found that have that same type of effect. And we actually put those plant particles on our earth hearts along with 30 minerals that have a similar effect. And then we actually embed additional blueprint frequencies so that we're not trying to block it or resist what we've created, called 5G or EMFs. What we're doing is what nature does is we're transmuting it to change it from an incoherent waveform to a coherent waveform that matches the human body and actually enhances the biofield. So the difference is that there's one thing to resist it, try and block it, and there's some great products out there that do that, about 90% effective. But we actually think it's better to work with nature and work with what we have as human beings created, called EMFs, in a way that is synchronistic or sympathetic, so that they work together and we can actually use it to get healthy. So it's a complete shift, if you will, in the thinking or the paradigm around how do you work with EMFs from a natural perspective or point of view. Does that make sense?
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Instead of just blocking it only, you're utilizing those plants and minerals that actually make it, so that it becomes a part of. It's in these earth hearts, right? So
yeah.
And you've got the blueprint also. Maybe you could explain a little bit about blueprints, and then how does the earth heart, so we're not taking something internally where we've got it in these earth hearts that we place somewhere, but
yeah.
Explain a little bit more about the blueprint and then the earth hearts in terms of how they function then.
Yeah, so the blueprint frequencies are there, and we have hearts, and actually what's happened is because we are so brilliant human beings, we continue to advance the technology on two fronts. So the beautiful thing is that once you understand that every time we create a problem, the solution is also becomes available. So what's happened in this EMF space is that we continue to make more and more powerful EMFs, like this 5G. So what we've had to do, and we make stronger and more powerful computers, like, our phones, for instance, right? More computing power than the computers that took first men to the moon. So, and now we carry it in our hands. Well, what's happened, though, is that those more powerful devices have caused us to increase the Earth Heart's size, and actually now we've had to create strips. It used to be years ago, 10 years ago, when we first came out with this technology, you could put one or maybe two little Earth Hearts, which are just little stickers, on your phone, and it would be fine. Now, most of the phones, any smartphone these days, you'd have to put 4 to 6 Earth Hearts on there. So what we had to do is we created Earth Strips, which is a little strip, looks like sandpaper, and maybe a 1/4 inch wide by an inch to inch and a half long, that you need so much more to transmute that stronger wave, that's coming at you from the phone. So we just continue to advance or increase the efficacy as the problem increases, the solution shows up. And, we've also moved to creating a product that is for your home. So you've got your devices, right? And, you want to put them on your computers, you want to put them on your phone, but we can't get away from it. It's in our home space, right? So even if we put it on all of our products at our home, we're still going to get EMFs coming in, right, from the Wi-Fi from the neighbor and the radio signals and all the other stuff. So there's still no getting away from it completely. So now we have what we call a PET, which is an environmental personal transformer, a personal environmental transformer, or PET, that is a 3-sided pyramid made with obsidian, is the stone that we actually use, and again, embedded with the 0-point technology of blueprint frequencies to transmute the EMS in the room and ELS in the house space inside. The things that, we can't go putting hearts and strips on everyone else's stuff, although we'd like to. So now what we're doing is we've created a product to put in your home, in the home, transmute the space in the home. And Dr. Beverly Kuhn did an amazing job of testing this, because the gas discharge visualization camera, or the biofield camera, actually has the ability to test the energy or EMS in space, in a space in a room. And she's actually on our website, but she just showed how the difference in putting one of these pyramids in her computer room, where she has all of her electronic devices, how it shifted the energy. And the longer it went on, the more clean or clear or transmuted those EMF waves became, thus having less and less effect on our biofield in a negative way, and shifting that to actually enhance the biofield for wellness. And again, actually taking this issue and doing what nature does naturally, just like we transmute every single day as human beings. We transmute signals or frequencies, and we do things like we breathe in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide. And the plants, with this symbiotic relationship we have with them, they take in carbon dioxide and out comes oxygen. So it's all relational, and figuring out how to work with nature, as I've mentioned before, is really what we're all about. as we continue to advance technology on both sides, we continue to get the information to advance the technology to stay well, if you will. And all of the products, because they all have zero-point technology. So, you know, you've got your strips and your hearts for your equipment. You've got your personal environmental transformers for your home. And then you can also realize that we're not always in the home. So now we have to leave the home. Oh, what am I going to do now? Well, we have, right, because now I got to go out into what I call the toxic soup that we live in, and, you know, deal with that every day. So that's why we have pendants, you know, that you can put on the body. Again, same thing. They bring balance and coherence. They bring resonance to the field. They enhance the field so that it's less affected by thing that we eat, drink, breathe, and think. And most of us are beginning to learn that the most powerful thing that we have for wellness and for sickness really is what we think. So
right.
The zero-point technology also assists us with the pendants and the oils in our thinking, in assisting us in clarity in our thinking moment to moment, because we're less affected by the environment that we're in and our reaction or response to the environment that we're in, whether it has to do with electronics or it has to do with people, because many of us have been in, well, I'm just call them toxic situations with people, and it's easy to have an adverse or incoherent reaction to other people that has really no effect on them, but definitely can have an effect on you, both physically and emotionally, and then so the products help with that. And then our lotions that actually are go ahead.
I'm sorry, Rick. Yeah, and I know you were going to get into. I know you were going to get into the lotions, but maybe you could just clarify, because this is also going to be talking about the lotions as well. So these are things that when we talk about the pendants, everybody probably listening on this call understands, you know, everything. Not everything, but we understand crystals and how powerful they are with the frequencies that they carry with them. You know, just to help us, you know, physically, mentally as well. So again, you find, you know, maybe you could just tell us again, because these are already embedded with more than just the crystal that they are, you just enhance the power that they actually have just through the technology that you have. And I think it's important for people to understand that there is a difference, you know, your quartz versus, you know, the quartz that, you know, I would buy like over at a regular gem store.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. So here's really the distinction when you add the zero-point technology. If you look at most crystals, and we know that crystals have the ability to hold information, and that they can get programmed by a person inadvertently. You know, just by them using them or holding them or you know, with their thinking. So that if you have a crystal, you know, you can't, in most cases, you don't want to be handing it to different people because you're going to get their energy on the crystal. So right. The difference with the zero-point technology is that the first thing that happens in the process of the technology is that all incoherent energy is cleared from the product. So anywhere that it's been, it's important that every and any product have a crystalline matrix or lattice matrix so that it can be loaded with information. And some crystals or pendants have less than others. So all of our stones are chose based on that. But they're cleared and then they're programmed with this additional information, and then they're hermetically sealed so that they're not affected by anyone else. They're not taking on other frequencies. So you can pass these from person to person to person, and one person can use it for a week or a month or a year and pass it to the next with no effect, no need to clean it in any way, shape, or form, because it's not taking on anyone else's information. The whole purpose of it is to radiate the resonant frequencies of the body and the biofield, and it continues to do that. And unlike typical pendants or don't have this technology, there's no need to clean them. There's no need to do anything with them. Anyone can use them. Anyone can pass them from one person to the next without any issue. Does that answer the question?
Oh, that was perfect. Thank you, Rick. And before you also get into maybe you could talk about the oils as well and the lotions, but maybe you could tell us a little bit about the lasers. I think that would be really cool. It'd be really great.
Okay. So the lasers are really turning out to be one of our most amazing products. And I kind of knew that, but on an unconscious level or subconscious level, but where it has really come to light over the last, I'm going to say, 2 to 3 years. We had some amazing results with our lasers, and the fact that, you can take the lasers, the red one in particular, and I've watched it actually close a wound and do some amazing things and take it across your hips, and it'll level your hips out just like the chiropractor does, but without the chiropractor, just using the laser. But what's come forth is a lot of information from third parties like NASA, for instance, who did extensive research, red laser, and to use in space for healing. And then I started finding out that people like Tony Robbins and some of the other prominent people who are, active and very healthy, use red laser light on a daily basis. And when you take that background of science and how what happens essentially with the red laser is that when you and I'm going to speak from a frequency point of view, but when you bang your arm or cut yourself or have any kind of a physical accident, let's say, what you're doing is you're changing the frequency, the vibration in that part of the body. And in that change of vibration, cellular communication breaks down. And what happens? Well, we bleed, or we become black and blue, or, the muscle becomes strained or stretched or overdone. And communication breaks down. And when communication breaks down, then it takes time, typically, for the body to come back into coherence or resonance so that cellular communication can start again. Well, what our red laser does is it actually brings the resonance back immediately so that the body can begin to heal itself right now. It brings it back into the correct frequency, and then it starts healing itself, which is why if you laser yourself immediately following an injury, that you can avoid many times it ever getting black and blue. It'll actually stop a wound from bleeding, things like that. So there's, and from a science, let's say current science explanation, what happens is that the mitochondria curl up like a hedgehog. So that's how they describe it. The mitochondria curl up like a hedgehog, and of course communication breaks down. And all that we do with the zero-point technology in our laser is that we actually are embedding it using the laser light, the red light, to deliver this information to allow these mitochondria to relax and reconnect. Communication starts again immediately, and wellness is the byproduct. So you can accelerate healing 3 or 4 or 5x. And really, it's the body doing it. We're just giving it the information that it needs to actually get back into resonance and begin to heal itself at an accelerated rate.
Rick, when we're talking about 0 point technology, when we're talking about 0 point, we're actually really talking about quantum.
Say that again?
Are we talking about quantum when we're talking about 0 point?
Yes. Well, yeah. When we're talking about 0 point technology, we're talking about the quantum space and quantum physics, and the understand that it's all energy and frequency, and
right.
And you know that.
Right. I just wanted, yeah.
Yes.
So it sounds like the red laser, and then of course you have the green also.
Okay. I keep getting beeping out, so I don't know whether it's someone trying to call me. Say that again. I'm sorry, Jane.
And there's the green laser as well. But I guess my question is, if it's great for wounds, is it also great for bacteria and viruses, and how do you utilize that? How do you actually use these lasers, I guess, is the question.
Well, okay, so the red laser, generally speaking, is we use on the exterior of the body, you know, on the skin, bones, and things like that. Now, there's a crossover on all of them, but I'm going to say, generally speaking, you know, the red laser we'll use on the exterior of the body. We'll use it on food and drink because how it changes the blood, which is, we've got some amazing results with the blood. Our microscopist is just so blown away by the results of the laser on the blood instantly. All of them, but the red one we use a lot constantly. The green one, I'm going to say, mostly is for internal organs and systems. So if you know that you have a bad liver, you have a liver problem, right, you can use that to put the frequencies back in, bring resonance back to the liver so that it begins to communicate again. Because all any disease is, of course, is a breakdown in communication because the frequencies are not right. So the green laser, and we give you a sheet, a technical data sheet that actually shows you basically the places to apply it, whether it's, there's only like four places: the left wrist, the third eye, the occipital, the back of the neck, and the navel. And you can get to any and all organs and systems through one of or all of those 4 places with just shining that laser for anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes on those areas. And we give you a chart that shows you all about that in the technical data sheet. And then there's the violet laser, which is our newest laser, which we just got.
Oh.
I think we just introduced the violet laser I'm going to say a year ago. And of course, violet. Now, here's the thing about violet. Violet, which most of us know is a high frequency color to start with. In addition, it has the ability to hold considerably more information, actually, which means we can deliver more information than even the red or the green. Now, the frequencies are different, but the amount of frequencies or information is definitely increased. So the violet is antibacterial and antimicrobial.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. The violet one in particular, which is why we brought that on. And when we enhanced it with the 0 point technology, it really took it up a few more notches. And Dr. Beverly Kuhn has done some amazing work again. And you can see this with the GDV camera, where she actually did testing. First, she did a drop of water because we can test the energy of water. We can test the energy of anything with the equipment. And she shows, first of all, the biofield of a drop of water, and then that same drop of water been lasered with a red laser, and it shows the enhancement of the field and how much larger the energetic field is. And then with the violet laser, again, showing the enhancement even bigger, the energetic field created by the same size drop using the violet laser. So it's really been interesting and fun to see this, because some things but when you see it, because we're so trained as human beings to be about what we can see, feel, touch, and smell, sometimes we lose touch with reality, which is we can't see, feel, touch. That's the illusion, if you will, of it all. Our translation of the vibration, based on our underlying beliefs. So the violet laser was a new introduction that we did testing on for, probably about 6 months previous to releasing it. And we've seen some amazing things happen with that one also. And so now we actually have a set, a quantum laser set. It's called the quantum laser set, as a matter of fact. And it has the red, it has the red, the green, the violet, and our pointer, or Cesar, like Joe likes to call it. All of which come in a set that covers anything and pretty much everything in the space, organs and systems, exterior of the body with the red laser. And Joe has got some amazing stories himself. I really appreciate him because he goes out of his way to find ways to test the product by hurting himself in various manners.
Oh, no.
He's so athletic, and he does a lot of hiking, and a couple times he's taken a spill or two, and opened his chin in a very serious way, and was hours from any aid, if you will, and used the red laser and closed it and healed it up, and just some amazing things. So we've done a lot with the laser light, and using that light to not only deliver obviously the frequencies of that color, but all of the additional 0-point blueprint frequencies to deliver that additional information and enhance the field.
Wow. Maybe we'll have, I think we should have perhaps maybe Joe come online. I think this is just a huge wealth of information already, Rick. Perhaps maybe you could come on a call, like maybe in another couple of weeks. It would be really great as well. But maybe if we could just hear a little bit more about testimonials, that would really be helpful. And then I'd like to be able to open up, the board here for some questions and answers. What do you think?
Yeah, no, that's fine. And I know Joe was in the middle of something. Is he if he's available, it'd be great for him to just talk a little bit about his results.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Hey, oh, good, Joe. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, some of the
go ahead.
I was just going to start in on some testimonials and tell about some of my personal experiences and then some other experiences. I had a dentist. I needed to get I had a tooth that crystallized, and the dentist said we had to pull it. So I used my red laser for about between 5, 6, 7 minutes prior to, and then I had the dentist promise that her receptionist or her assistant would laser it for 5 minutes afterwards. And so they pulled the tooth, put a piece of cotton in it, and I bit down on it, and she lasered it for another 5 minutes, and only used one piece of cotton, had one little spot of blood on it, no swelling. And so the dentist bought a laser, and she uses it on her patients now. Because what Rick was saying is when you damage the body and the mitochondria curl up like a hedgehog, so to speak, and stop communicating, that's when you get excess bleeding, you get swelling, possible infection. So with the red laser,
Right.
it instantly opens the mitochondria back up. They start immediate communication. The immune system kicks back in. So it'll stop the bleeding in about a third of the time. There won't be any swelling, and it'll heal in a third of the time. And so myself, Rick's talking about. Go ahead.
Okay. No idea.
I don't either. So I'm still climbing mountains and snow skiing and everything. And I climbed Mount Charleston here in Las Vegas 3 times in the last year, twice in the summer. The top is 12,000 feet, and then once in the winter time. And
Wow.
Rick talked about another climb I made to Mummy Mountain, where I went to jump from. I was 11,500 feet, and I went to jump from one rock to another, and my pant leg caught, and I went face first. Had about a 30-pound backpack on, and almost did a successful push-up, except my chin hit really hard, and I saw stars. And I'm by myself. And so I grabbed my handkerchief and put over my chin and my red laser, and I start working on it. And I'm 3.5 hours from my SUV and still an hour from town after that. And it stopped the bleeding pretty quick, and got down to the car and got into town where I could see it in the mirror. And I had a gash across my chin about 5/8, 3/4 of an inch wide. And it's hanging open 1/4 of an inch, and it was real deep, but it wasn't bleeding. Just seeping a little clear fluid. So I took a Band-Aid and just butterflied it closed, continued to energize it with red laser off and on, till I went to bed. Got up the next morning, took the Band-Aid off, never put another Band-Aid on, and 4 days later I was shaving across it. And it healed. You can't even see a scar. And that's because of it's what I call cellular repair in the moment. Another example is this dentist. The dentist that I used, she had a boy playing baseball. I mean, whatever they call team. It's like he was like 11 or 12 years old, and he sprained his ankle. And she was conscious in the moment, grabbed a red laser and got on his ankle, and watched the swelling go back down. And the next morning he was fine. Another one is I've got a gymnast, a guy that teaches. He's got a gymnasium back in Jackson, Mississippi, and he teaches acrobatics. Trains Olympic acrobatics, and so he has a lot of young girls in there doing the parallel bars and stuff. And he said what they do is once in a while they get what they call a rip, which is like a blister in their hand that tears. And so he started using the red laser on them, and they're back the next day. Everything's fine. So he said normally they'd be off for a week to 10 days. He said now they're back the next day.
That's amazing.
So cellular repair in the moment is just huge, and that's my favorite tool. I carry it all the time. It's the first thing I demonstrate, and it it'll change the taste of food. It changes the polarity on food a little bit, and neutralizes the toxins in the food, and so it's just phenomenal. And all the products have, great stories about them, but the red laser is my favorite. And then what I say is the red laser takes you there into parasympathetic, and then the pendants keep you there. So that's why we have a package where you can get the red laser and a pendant, and that way the red laser keeps use it to keep taking you from sympathetic into parasympathetic, and then the pendant kind of holds you there the whole time, and the laser's there for emergencies too. So I could go on about it.
What about have you used the violet laser, or do you know of anyone who's used that, and any testimonial on the violet one or green?
Yes. I was in Dominican Republic last year when we first brought right after we first introduced the prototype, before we brought it online. And a lady had to fly that afternoon, and she had sinus and all congested and just miserable. And so I handed her the violet laser and told her to run across her forehead and across her sinuses and stuff like that. And within 3 to 4 minutes, she looked at me and just shook her head and said, "That's amazing."
Yeah.
She already had relief.
Yeah. Hold on a second, Joe.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. At the tone, please record your message.
All right, we're going to get him off again.
Yep. Give him another call here.
Oh, my God. I apologize. Yeah,
no problem.
I'm like, okay, here we go. All right, folks,
okay.
Thank you so much for your patience. You know how this goes sometimes. Okay, let's get right back on. Amazing testimonial so far.
Oh, that's what keeps me going is, the emotional rewards of working this business. The emotional rewards are just phenomenal. They're priceless.
Absolutely.
They really are.
Okay, let's see if we...
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. At the tone, please record your message.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't know.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd know because he wouldn't be able to hear me if he was offline.
Oh, that's so... Yeah, okay, let me go ahead and try one more time here.
Yeah, try one more time and see.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Something must have happened to his phone or something. I don't know.
I guess. Okay. Well, we'll hopefully either he'll text me or you. Yeah.
Well, I'll give another testimonial or two, and then you can call him again.
Okay, so let's go ahead and, let me just go ahead and, I have to wait until it just kind of cancels out itself. Oh, wait a minute. I can cancel it. Okay, that's okay. Oh, dear. He's gone now.
Oh, okay. What I'm saying is that...
I apologize for that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no problem. That's probably the reason we're both here. So we could happen, this could happen. So, I had a lady that had to fly that afternoon in the Dominican Republic, and we were down there for an expo, and she had a real bad congested sinuses and was just miserable. And I just had her laser her sinus areas across the top, above her eyes and her, all over the sinus cavities. And within 3 or 4 minutes, she just looked at me and was like, an amazing relief had started. She grabbed her handkerchief and started blowing her nose more. And she was like 2 hours or so, 3 hours before she had to leave the resort to head to the airport. And so she looked me up just before she had to leave and asked me if she could borrow the red laser or the violet laser again. For another 3, because normal treatment for something like that is 3 to 5 minutes at a time, and you're getting 95 to 97, 98% of the increased life force energy, the better blood circulation, more oxygen, but you're getting most of that in 3 to 5 minutes. So another one is I've got 3 grandkids. My daughter lives up in Cedar City, her and her husband and 3 grandkids, and she just loves the violet laser.
Nice.
When the kids come home from school starting to sniff and stuff like that, or they get an earache or anything like that, she pulls out the violet laser. So,
nice.
It's getting a lot of good success.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, a lot of people, with all the flu that's been going around, people are hanging on to these the flu symptoms, for more than a week. It's 2 or 3 weeks or even longer than that. So, and then again, we've got so much vaccines going around and kids taking it, older people, except you, of course, you're not older. Or
Nope.
I
refuse.
No, you're in perfect health. Exactly. Yeah, I refuse as well. So anyways, but those people. So, those are amazing technology right there. And, of course, we got off of the 5G and the EMFs, but this is all really all of those products that you have, with Vibrance are just really super incredible. So,
well, the other piece that's real important is the prevention side. Prevention is true healthcare. vibration is the bottom line of wellness, is the frequency you're vibrating at. And so I laser my water every morning with the red laser and the violet laser for like a minute and a half. Every time I fill it, I got a quart bottle I use, and I fill it up, and I laser it for a minute and a half with the violet and the red, and I have those frequencies in that water. It'll last 2 or 3 hours, with all the EMF and stuff that I'm exposing it to. And then the pendant kind of keeps me in that field. The water helps, so all of it is helping with the EMF, not just the G5, but everything. So it's all about keeping. I tell people I've been living in the environment of this 0 point energy for almost 10 years now. That's one of the reasons I'm so healthy, is I keep myself in that environment. So I use all the products. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic! Well. Okay, so how about I do this? Let me just go ahead. Let's see if we can get Rick back in, and then all of you that are online, if you have a question, we have both. It's a little over the hour already, so let's go ahead and bring Rick back on, and then we can go ahead and get started. Let's see. Wait, let me go back over here. Okay, let's try again, Rick. Okay,
you have reached the voicemail box of 94967866982.
Now there's something happened to his phone. Yeah. Something's happened to his phone or something. So, because that's correct number.
Well, so if, maybe... well, I don't know, you can't probably text him anymore. Well, how about we do this? Let's go ahead and see what we can do about. All right, everybody, if you've got a question, for Joe, I'm sure he'll be able to answer it. Just go ahead and press 1 on your phone, and then I'll get you online here. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead. I've got one person, and I've got another one already. Okay, so let's just go ahead with the one I have presently. And you are 502 ending in 7576. You're on the air with Joe. Oh, I got to turn him on.
Hey.
There we go. Yes, hello. Who is this?
Hi, this is Pamela in Kentucky. And this has been really... Pardon me?
Go ahead, Pamela.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this has been very interesting information, and I do have a question. My daughter is a biofeedback technician, and I usually see her for a session about once a month, about 3 hours at a time. And so I'm wondering if these products would go right along with what she does. Could she add this to her, what she does?
Yes, I have a biofeedback naturopath in Henderson, Nevada here that does the biofeedback and then also offers the full set of Vibrance products to her people, her customers.
Great.
Yeah, because it enhances it. We're taking it to a little different level, and everything we're talking about is self-care, where you have it with you. And self-care is the true health care, not depending on anybody else. And our goal is to raise consciousness enough to where you can do it without these tools. We have self-care tools, but as we raise our consciousness, we can do a lot of it without the tools. Because again, it comes back to our thinking and our emotion, our emotional feelings is what creates for us. So.
Correct.
I tell people, I say, one of the things I say when I do a webinar or something is we're a spiritual being in a chemical body, electrically stimulated and emotionally controlled. And when we get a handle on those emotional controls, we'll be a lot healthier.
That's a good one, Joe. We like that.
Yeah.
You're
I love
talking
it.
our language.
I have a lot of fun with it. So, yes, but good question. Thank you.
Pamela? Yeah. Are you all set, Pamela? Okay.
Yes,
wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay.
That answers my question. I appreciate it.
Hey, you're very welcome.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay. Let's go on to our next caller. This is 281 ending in 281-9776. Hello. Welcome.
Hello. Hi, this is Elizabeth
who you
calling
are.
from Texas.
Hello, Elizabeth.
Can you?
You have
Yes,
Joe?
I
Yes, we
do
can
have.
hear you.
I have a
Joe, we can
question.
hear.
Go ahead.
I have
Go
a
for
friend
it.
that has a prostate problem. Would it be effective for a prostate?
Yes. Yeah, because
Okay.
prostate is again, it's poor communication in that area, and when we use the red laser, and especially in the water that they're drinking, also, but the red laser gives you better circulation and more oxygen in the blood, and so most of your symptoms, are caused because of poor circulation and lack of oxygen. As a matter of fact, pain is lack of oxygen on a cellular level. So when you get more energy in the blood, better circulation, more oxygen, why pain is a natural thing that we get as a reduction of pain is a symptom, something we take care of quite readily. That makes sense. So
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And my grandson has, I believe it's got scoliosis, like a spinal problem, and he's in pain a lot, and it would be effective for that as well.
Yes, yeah, because it's going to, say, 3 to 5 minutes at a time working on his body, and then lasering the water and all of his food. It's going to get the life force energy back into the body, better circulation, more oxygen, more energy. And the other thing both of them want to do is add more sea salt, raw, unprocessed sea salt to their diet, because sea
we
salt
use Himalayan. Is that? I guess that's the good salt.
It's good, yeah. Himalayan's good. I like the real salt out of the Salt Lake, out of Utah, better. But the Himalayan salt's good. And they need like 1.5 teaspoons to 2 teaspoons a day through the day on their food, on their tongue, in different ways, because that's the key. The minerals in sea salt are what the body uses for cell-to-cell communication in the blood, through the blood. So, yeah, that'll help both of them also.
Exciting. Oh, my gosh, so exciting. Oh, my goodness.
And both of them are dehydrated. They need more, drink more water, and the salt will help them drink more water, and then salt is what creates the osmotic pressure that keeps water in the blood. If you don't have enough salt in your body, sea salt, not table salt. Table salt's toxic. But raw and processed sea salt, if you have enough of that in your body, then the body will hold water in the blood better. And so, yeah, that'll help both of them to drink more water and get more salt, and then use the red laser on everything.
Fantastic. And we will find out tonight how we can get this.
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful, because this is just so exciting. I tell you what we do. We are pretty high vibrationally. We never have colds or flu or anything, none of that. But just a few little problems here and there, and we bruise easily because we're older. So I'm so excited. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Oh, you're very welcome. Glad to be of service. So, like I say, the emotional rewards are what I do this for.
Joe, that's great. Maybe before we go on to the next caller, I'm going to go ahead. Let me see. I'm going to go put her over here on mute. Okay, and I know kind of where I need to start again. Before we get started, everyone, if you're interested, one more question, Joe. A lot of people will probably have questions about some of these products. If they call the, customer service, are they going to be able to help out with that?
Actually, it'd be better to call me, because customer service is all about,
everybody.
Just call me, because that's all I do is vibrance, and so
Okay, could you want to give them your phone number? Just be ready, Joe. Just be ready. Okay, so go ahead and share your number with them, or maybe email as well.
Yeah, we could do that, and then you need to get your website out to them also. And so my phone number is
right after you.
Okay, my number is 469-766-5511 is my cell phone number. And then my email address is the word START, like you're going to start to get healthy, okay, or start getting healthier, START, and then the ampersand. And after the ampersand is the letter R, then the letter U.
What is the ampersand?
And that's the @ sign of the email.
Oh, the @ sign.
So you've got
okay. Start
the @ sign. Yeah, start at the letter R, the letter U, and the word coachable, COACHABLE.com. So it's start at rucoachable.com.
All right, real good. And then if you want to just go into the website and just look at some of the products that they have there, then you could go to our website, and that's where our website is Get Vibrance. So it's GET, Vibrance is VIBRANZ.com/Zaraya, Z as you know, Zaraya, ZARAYA. Again, our website is Get, GET, Vibrance, VIBRANZ.com/Zaraya. Okay, so let's go ahead with, let's see. Okay, our next caller is 410 ending in 2789.
That's your number.
Yes,
okay.
I wanted to know if the laser light would help retinopathy, it causes blurred vision.
The red laser light would help, but we also have a product called Arc Vision, ARC, Arc Vision, and that's helping tremendously. It's got frequencies in it for the healthy eyes. And so we're helping with macular degenerization. We're helping with the pressure, relieving pressure, reducing pressure of the eyes, glaucoma. And so, yes, the red laser will help, but the Arc Vision will help even more. So,
is that a capsule form?
It's eye drops. Arc Vision is eye drops. It's actually it's a nano silver base, and then it's got some other additives in it, and then it's got frequencies for the eyes. A human blueprint frequency is the optimal wellness frequency for a muscle or for the eye or for a ligament or a tendon. That's what we refer to as human blueprint frequency, is the optimal wellness frequency for the liver, for the kidneys, for a tendon or a bone. That's what we refer to. So the Arc Vision has optimal wellness frequencies or human blueprint frequencies for healthy eyes in it. And so.
Okay, one more thing. What can be done with a lazy eye besides, putting a patch on the other one and using making it exercise or whatever?
Exercise is the only thing that comes to mind is forcing it to use it. The Arc Vision will help, and the laser, just simply because it's going to add more life force energy into the blood and more oxygen, better circulation. But otherwise, I'm not, I don't really, nothing came to me as far as, a lazy eye, exactly what would happen there, other than the fact that, the whole body benefits with more energy in the blood, better circulation, more oxygen, and the whole body benefits. But,
and on his website. So he did that stuff on his website.
Okay, then. Well, thank you a whole lot.
You're very welcome. And if you have any other questions, you got my number. So.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Okay.
Okay. I just also wanted to kind of let everybody know that I've used the Arc Vision. I love this stuff. It really helps if you've got tired eyes, red eyes, from working with a computer all the time, or just, the environment sometimes, if there's smoke, we get smoke over here where we are once in a while, and that really, really does help. Joe, I guess my question for you is, how have you seen that help with glaucoma and macular degeneration? I mean, have you kind of seen some effects of that? with the Arc
Yes,
Vision?
I've got
is that usually? Go ahead.
I've got a cousin back in Indiana that just loves the product. She had one eye where the glaucoma pressure was going up and up and up, and so high they were afraid that she was going to lose her sight. And she was already using the red laser on her knees because the Mint Matrix. She drives for the Postal Service, and so she was putting the Mint Matrix on her knees, which is great for pain, reducing pain and inflammation. And then she was lasering it in with the red laser, and so we got her started using the Arc Vision, and the glaucoma just in a matter of weeks came down so far that there's no more concern about her having any problem with her eyes.
Beautiful.
So,
maybe.
Frequencies work fast. Frequencies don't have to be digested; they go right straight to the point.
Okay. Are you okay now? Are you all set? Caller 2789. Are we set?
You said Arc
Vision,
right?
Yeah.
Arc Vision.
Yeah, Arc Vision, ARC. Yeah.
I got it.
Anyway.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for calling, and I'm going to go ahead and put you on mute. And then we have another person here. So everybody, if you're on the line, please let us know who you are and where you're calling from, like what state would be helpful. Okay? All right, here we go. Next person is 327 ending in 0967.
Hi, it's Derek from New Jersey.
Hello, Derek.
Hello, Derek.
How you doing? My question is about parasites in the body. Does any of the products take care of parasites and eggs that are in the body?
Yes, great question. We have a Tesla crystal product, and we have a Kaolin clay. Those two, along with our nano silver, you can mix up and take that morning and evening, because everything we have is toxic free and edible. And so the clay and the crystals, along with the nano silver, help to detox everything out of the body, heavy metals and parasites and et cetera. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
So what would
You're welcome.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Derek. I guess my question is, what is the combination? What's the formula for that, Joe?
Well, one of the ways we do it for a gentle detox is you take a tablespoon of each, the clay and the crystals, in a gallon of water, and you just shake it up each day and drink 8 ounces in the morning and 8 ounces at night. That's a nice gentle cleanse. Now, if you've got a problem, then you can take like a half teaspoon of each in the morning, along with, like 2 pumps or 3 pumps of the nano silver in water, like 6 ounces, 8 ounces, mix it up and drink it in the morning and the evening. They can also be, used as for skin, detoxing the skin or the scalp. We've had people, as a matter of fact, Van, Rick's girlfriend, was losing a lot of hair and it turned real gray. Every time she'd shower, she'd lose a lot of hair, and she took the Kaolin clay, the crystals, and the Sirius silver, mixed up into a thin paste, and did a scalp massage and covered her whole scalp and hair, and then wrapped it in Saran wrap, kept it moist overnight, and her hair has gotten much darker, and she's not losing hardly any hair now. She did it 2 different times, so it's got multiple uses inside and outside. Yeah. So yep.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's great for.
Okay.
Get some.
Let's see. Okay. Well, I think we're good. I think we're good. We're already into an hour and a half already. I'm going to see if I can get. Okay. Do you think I should try to bring Rick in one more time just to kind of begin so we can close our call for today? Oh, but wait a minute. Hold on a second, everybody, and I'm going to see if I'm going to get Billy on the call here. Hello, Zaria?
Yes.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, and I know you've been listening to our wonderful call here with Joe and Rick.
I have.
Yes, and I was just I was just wondering whether you or your dad had anything to say.
No, I agree with what he's saying.
Okay.
Thank you.
And what does your dad have to say?
Same thing.
I love it.
So that's okay.
But
I'll tell
I'm
you,
gonna,
we have another call anyway.
I'm gonna bring my dad through and let him say hi.
Okay. All right. That'll be great. Thank you. All right. And
Tell
I
him
think,
tell him
when
what's happening.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. And everybody knows, I don't know whether Joe remembers, but this is what happens. Billy just changes changes essences, and then all of a sudden Zora is gone, and then Zora, we have Zora. And Zora loves 0 Point. She knows all anyways. Zora, are you here with us already?
Indeed.
Okay.
And how be
all right,
everyone?
Well, Joe is on the line right now. He can speak for himself.
Of course.
Hello there.
And how are you, Joe?
I'm doing outstanding. Getting better all the time. Loving it.
Good.
Yeah, I love helping people help themselves, heal themselves.
Yeah.
Indeed. And so you have new technology coming out?
We're constantly looking to enhance and improve the product, and we're also looking for new products all the time. So we have a couple of new products that we're getting ready to start testing, and then if they turn out to be higher vibration, than what we have, or one of them is something we don't have, then we release them. But they go through third-party testing with the gas discharge visualization camera, the microscopy, and then there's several of us in the company that test it, personally. And then we report back over 3 months to 4 months, and then if everything tests good, then we bring it out. So, yep.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Zora, while we have you here with us, I remember when you had a chance to meet with Rick, and at the beginning of the show, he had already, talked a little bit about his history and how he came to this technology was a memory that he remembered way back in the days of, I think, of Atlantis. Is that correct?
Indeed.
Did you want to say anything more about that? And why he is here today with this technology?
Because it is time for it to come out.
Right. So what would you like to say about, so tell us, so from your point of view as far, and it's amazing already the testimonials that Joe has given about these products. Maybe, I don't know if there's something else that you would like to add to everything that has been said so far regarding, Vibrance and the technology and all of the different products that they have.
0 Point energy is very important. Also, 0 Point energy is also what propels many aeroships.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, love that. Great awareness.
Of course. And all that will come out at the Galactic Federation's Galactic Disclosure.
So as far as the power of these products, then, I mean, that sounds like it. We're still always talking about quantum energy at work, which they are continuing to enhance. What Rick and and Joe, they're all supporting what we need to be able to have access to. So. Anything else, Zora? I think the thing that I wanted to add, in regards to the products right now that a lot of people are really focused on, it sounds like the lasers are wonderful. All of the pendants are great. The ones that are now available for helping, I mean, what's great about the earth strips, and Joe, before you take off, maybe you could talk a little bit more about the earth strips and how they work. But the technology it isn't just about blocking it, and protecting yourself from it. How the earth strips and the pets work is that actually they work in terms of healing, the healing properties of what they are.
Correct.
Indeed.
They actually transmute the harmful field of the 5G or whatever to a neutral or actual beneficial field to the human body's biofield.
Yeah.
So we transmute
it's
it instead.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to block it or disrupt it or anything. We actually transmute it to a neutral or beneficial. Because again, Absolutely. It comes back to that symbiotic relationship we have with plants and minerals.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Zora?
I agree.
Outstanding. I love it.
Okay.
And
you love it.
Yeah.
And you
course.
see Vibrance probably really growing in the future, right, Zora?
Yes, I do. And after what is termed as the revaluation of currencies, it is going to get even bigger.
Yes, that is true. Very true.
Yes, and that's Joe. It's really the people that hear us, the people that are on our call. They listen to what Zora has to say about the RV and the GCR, and that's like at any moment now. It's at any moment now. So definitely, lots and lots of people. Will be purchasing, from of course, from way back when it was a 0 point, but now it's Vibrance, which is beautiful. Correct. I love that song.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. Me too.
All right. Well, Zora, I want to thank you for being here on our call. And Joe, if you would like at some point, you'd like to just kind of connect maybe a little bit with Zora and Rick again. We'd love to be able to do that. Definitely, we would love to have you guys come back again, and maybe again maybe by that time some of the people will already have had some of their products and have some questions regarding, what's new or maybe how.
Back?
Yeah. Did we ever get Rick back?
Did you ever get Rick back?
No, we didn't.
Let me see if I could get Rick back. Okay, let me just try one more time. Okay, we'll try one more time.
You have reached the voicemail box of 949678669.
Yeah. Yeah, something happened because it's going. Anyway, it's not even ringing there.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Well, we certainly do appreciate you being on the call, at least to help with the last part. We love, your testimonials, and you're a great testimonial entity right now in regards to the products. So thank you for being here.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
we'd
be,
Okay.
Give us a call anytime with any questions or anytime else you want to do a call. Just let us know and we'll coordinate it. Okay?
And what is the cost of your products?
We have a package.
Online, right?
Yeah, they can see it online, but they're very affordable. The red laser retails for $299, and we have a preferred customer startup package where for $299 you can get one of the lasers and one of the pendants, along with some of the musical CDs we have with Peter Sterling, and samples of the lotions.
We love Peter.
Yeah, he's great, and he did the one specifically for Vibrance called Center of the Circle. And then you get a full catalog with all the technical data sheets, all the products for $299. So, and
wow.
the only state he charges tax in is Nevada. So outside Nevada, there's no sales tax, and there's $13.95 shipping. So it's very affordable.
Nice. Very,
and what about
good.
your devices that gets rid of EMF?
The EMF, you get 8. The Earth strips. You get 8 of the Earth strips for $368. Or if you get the $299 package and become a preferred customer, then you get 10% off of that. So it'd be $368 minus 10% for 8 of the strips.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, so it's minus $36.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Okay,
exactly.
So that's a great deal. So, what is the cost for becoming involved as even as a preferred customer or as a distributor? Well, how much is that a year?
Well,
I forget.
The preferred customer is a $39 one-time fee to become a preferred customer. You're grandfathered in for life right now. Or if you buy the $299 package, the $39 is included in that startup package. Then there's also a $499, a $999, and $1,899. For $1,899, you get $5,500 worth of product. It's discounted like 66%. That's a startup. It's 4 startup packages that make you a preferred customer.
I think.
And
okay.
yeah, you remember those.
So it's great.
And what about your pyramids?
To the pyramids, the pet transformers. You get one of them for 170.
Something like that.
3 of them is $375, and 3 of them will cover a 2,500 square foot home.
Wow.
For 3 of the transformers for $375, and again that's retail. If you become a preferred customer, either with the $39 or one of the 4 packages, then you get 10% off of that. And we've modified January 1st. We modified our compensation plan where you cannot start as a consultant. Everybody starts as a preferred customer, and then when you refer 2 people, customer or preferred customer gets a website where they can refer people, and after you refer 2 people, then you can upgrade to become a consultant. So we're attempting to keep the attorney generals happy. By having. Yes.
Okay.
It's important.
Yes, I just thought it was important for people to know the cost.
Yes, well, I appreciate that.
Right. Thank you so much for that, Zora. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Zora, that I might have missed? We have missed?
No.
I
just needed to put my 2 cents in.
I'm glad you did. And like I said, everybody's got my phone number. And I'm open for phone calls anytime. So just let me know.
So I'm just going to let everybody know again Joe's phone number. And that's number because, let me see. Go ahead, Joe.
It's 469.
Your number is?
469 766 5511.
Okay. 469-766-5511. Yeah.
Correct. And if you get a voicemail, then I do call back. This means I'm on the line with somebody else, or I'm asleep, or I'm snow skiing, or climbing a mountain somewhere.
You are rather fearless. Good for you.
That's true. Yeah, I like living life on the edge. I figure if I'm not living on the edge, I'm taking up too much room. So.
Zara, do you have any words at all for Joe at this point?
You were a scientist in what is termed as Lemuria.
Oh, very good. Thank you. I feel that way a lot of times. That's great.
Indeed.
Yes. All right.
All right. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Joe.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much. That was a wealth of beautiful, great energy having you and Rick here and to talk about Vibrance with 0 point technology, and we understand what 0 point is. It's all about the quantum field, and that you have enhanced all of the products that you have, with that, the blueprint human, what do you call that? You're talking about the blueprint.
Human blueprint frequency.
Right?
Yeah.
Human blueprint frequency. Right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's absolutely fantastic that you're doing that wonderful work, you and Rick and the whole team. So thank you, and we shall talk with you soon. And for everyone, we send you much love. And here we go, Zora. Let's go ahead and send them a blast of loving energy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, receive. And you say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I receive.
5, 4, 3,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I receive.
From the God of my being,
the God or
I receive.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
Okay.
And thank you very much,
Indeed.
Joe. And thank Rick for us. And we love you guys. Thank you. Keep on what you're doing. You're doing fantastic work for humanity.
All right.
We love you guys.
Thank you very much. Love you guys too. Take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.